UValleyRadio.net. Good morning. Robert Miguel here with you, getting ready to kick off the weekend for Friday. And there's a cool song, Home Run, by Chuck Wimer, one of my personal favorites of his. And we love Chuck. He's a cool guy. I can say I partied with him, hung out, did my thing. And we're excited because Chuck out of Lytle, Texas is on the phone with me right now. He's got a brand new song, and we're going to talk all about it. Chuck, welcome back.
Hey, thanks, Robert. It's good to talk to you again. I feel like we're talking a little more than we used to back in the day.
Yeah, man. Well, you're my boy, man. Come on. You always do a great job of coming to town, doing our Friday Night Live shows, getting involved. You're part of our Uvalde Strong benefit show over in Hondo. And, man, we just appreciate what you do, man. And we love your music, man. You're really hitting a stride on releasing all these great tunes to radio, huh?
Well, yeah, we're trying. We're hoping we're doing it right because, we had no practice with this thing. So we're looking at it and we're saying, okay, we're going to give each song as much as we possibly can. And so far, I think it's working out. So, all the support you guys have been giving us has helped us quite a bit. And we're real thankful for that.
Now, I know we've got more than a few fans who know exactly who you are and the songs that we play here on Uvalde Radio. But for those who might be new in the audience, go ahead and give us the quick bio. We know generally you're a U.S. Army veteran turned musician and a loving husband and father, and you do a little bit of gospel, work in your church and whatnot. So, but you, in your own words, give us the quick bio.
I think you just gave it all. I started there. Basically, my bio is that I started late because I wasn't sure if what success would look like, and then I got a little bit afraid that what if it was successful and what would happen to my family. So the family part of it is probably the biggest thing for me. You come out to a show, and it's going to be a family-friendly show. And then my wife took me in the butt and said, hey, let's go do something. So we did, and everybody seems to like it, so we keep on going.
Very good, man. Well, you're doing a great thing. So you started kind of late, Give me an idea as to how late, like how old are your kids, and go ahead and touch on that U.S. Army career.
Yeah, so right now my kids, this month, I have two of them that are having birthdays. One's turning 24, one's turning 22.
Yeah.
I'm 45 now, so I started this 3 years ago. I was 42 and I started going out and playing music and standing on stages and stuff, which is about 20, not 20, probably like 10 years after I got out of the Army.
In that about 10 years between your service and then, actually getting into pursuing music as a career, what did music look like in your family? Did you just kind of play casually? Was it church singing? Were you dabbling with songwriting? How did that span of time look?
Yeah, I've been writing ever since when I was 16 years old. I started writing. Found out my dad had written a song. He wasn't even really a writer at the time. He had written a song for me when I was like really little. And then I found out about it, and I thought, well, shoot, that's a way that me and my dad can connect whenever I go visit him, because him and my mom weren't together, as so many of the 80s, 90s kids were. And that was where songwriting started. And I've been writing all the way through my entire life from that point. I mean, we've got hundreds of songs. Most of them are no good. They have to go back and grab whatever you can salvage from the paperwork, and that's kind of what happened with a couple of the songs. Like we put one up on streaming called Restless Love. I wrote that one when I was 16, and then went back and rewrote some verses, and it ended up being pretty good. So that's all the way through. Just campfires, playing at the house, and we ended up doing the church thing for about 3-4 years. I was helping out with worship for that, and then Jamie's like, "Hey, why don't you go try and do something with this? Let's see if I don't want you to be 60 years old thinking, what if I had, or being resentful." And I said, "Okay, well, no, I'll go see what it's like, And I stood on the first stage with just me and my guitar, and it was pretty fun. I was like, okay, we can make a little bit of money doing this, and it could just be kind of a side thing. And then a buddy of mine, he was out in Hondo, and I went out there, and he's like, hey, you want to get up here with my band and play a couple of songs? I said, yeah, let me try it out. I was with the band, and I said, okay, this is what I'm going to do from now on. So,
and you brought up Jamie, your wife, man. She is so supportive. You guys always seem to have so much fun every time I see you guys out there. She absolutely loves you. She watches every show, sings along. That support must be just amazing.
Oh yeah, it's I couldn't do it without her, and that's not even an exaggeration. That's not one of those anecdotal things to say. Like, really, I could not do this without her. I wouldn't know where to begin looking for a manager or any of that stuff, and I don't think anybody'd be able to be trustworthy enough that I could trust them like I trust her. So yeah, she's the cog and the wheel and the grease. She's the one that makes this whole thing go around.
And she is actually literally your manager. Let me ask you this now. Is there ever a time when you guys just turn off the music biz, where it's just Chuck, Jamie, the kids, whether it's church or dinner time, or how do you guys get away from the industry? Is that something that has to happen, or do you guys keep is it easy to find a balance?
We kind of hang out in the evening times. Like, she'll work during the day on music stuff, and I got my day job 3 days a week. And then, from that point on, after that, everything is basically just music, run and gun, trying to make things happen. But the evenings, if we don't have shows and stuff, that's just for us. We just kind of hang out. We don't have to worry about music. We don't have to worry about anything. Now, of course, if the charts come out late or something, and she's hawkish on those charts, so she rides the roller coaster. I'm just happy to be there. So whenever those come out, we get a little bit into the music again. But then, it's like, hey, we're still doing this. We get, people pay us to go out there and sing the songs that I wrote and perform. So, there's nothing. If we drop back 3 spots, that's not going to hurt our feelings, because people still want to hear us. We didn't get 0 spins. We just got 5 less.
Very good.
Randy Rogers just put out a single and a drop,
Yeah, that'll put a dent in there sometimes. Again, we got Chuck Wimer on the phone. He's got a brand new single coming out this coming Monday, and we're going to be playing it all weekend exclusively here on UvaldeRadio.net. I say exclusively, but I believe it's out to streaming right now. But Chuck, before we get into the brand new music stuff, let's go ahead and do for those who are still kind of learning about you. You're based in Lytle. Tell us, where do you gig, man? Where can somebody find you if they don't find you at a Friday Night Live with Uvalde in downtown Uvalde? What other stomping grounds do you have around here?
We do a lot in the hill country. So if you're looking at Bernie, New Braunfels, we get out to Fredericksburg probably about once a month. We try to limit it to being in a spot about quarterly. We don't want to outdoor welcome in any one place. We were up in Waxahachie a couple weeks ago, last week, and then we were in College Station the night before that one. Sometimes we get out to Divine. We got some stuff going out here in Lytle. In March, there's a festival. I'll be kind of headlining the Friday, and then Scotty Alexander will be opening up for Kinfo on the Saturday. So
nice.
That's definitely going to be a fun time, 24th and 25th of March. And then, of course, we got the big one for us right now is we're going to be going out and headlining the station on 290 on February 3rd, which, if anybody wants to go out to that one, tickets are available now on Stubwire. So I think they only have like a limit of 350 people for that building. So it'd be cool to see a whole bunch of people from Uvalde pop out there. So Jerry Almaraz from Uvalde is going to be opening that one up.
So, again, that's February 3rd, and where is it again?
It's in Harper, Texas. It's a station on 290.
Well, very cool, man. All right. So go to Chuck Wimer's website for details on that. Buy them through Stubwire. It's what, chuckwimermusic.com, is that right?
Yeah, chuckwimermusic.com.
Gotta say this. You made the nomination round, or I guess the semifinals for the Texas Regional Radio Music Awards, Best New Male Vocalist. Is that right? Best New Male Artist?
That was pretty wild.
Yeah. So, I mean, and you didn't make quite to the final round, but man, I mean, you're a pretty new guy. That's a pretty big feat. I think it's pretty safe to say you'll make the final round maybe next year. What was that experience like, kind of getting a good nod from your peers and the fans?
Yeah, I had no idea I was even really going to have a shot at it. Like, I was thinking, okay, maybe we might make it to the first round, and a whole bunch of people got on there and vote, and that'd be pretty cool. And then Jamie was like, hey, you made it to the second round. And I was like, whoa, made it to the second round. Well, that's awesome, because you look and see who's the names that you're sitting there next to, and it's like, man, that everybody came through, and they went out and they did the thing that you were hoping they would do, which is, take 5 minutes and go vote on a website that they probably don't pay any attention to. It was, wow, I don't have a word for that one. Basically, it was odd to see my name up next to those other names. I guess that's the best way I could put it.
Well, it was no surprise for those of us who follow you and love you and know how hard you work, man. So again, we got Chuck Wimer here. He's got a brand new song. Oh, speaking of award ceremonies and whatnot, you and I, we've done a little bit of partying at these TCMAs and T3Rs. And what are your plans to any plans to attend any other gala events in the future in 2023?
Yeah, we're going to be out there for the Texas Regional Radio Reports award shows. I think we're going to be out there for 2 days. Yeah, we're going to be out for 2 of the days that's going on there. I think we have some other stuff that's going to tie us up. I think we have a show that's going to prevent us from making that third day. Oh, yeah, the festival.
yeah, for
we
sure.
just talked about it.
And in your defense, the T3R Awards are only 2 days. It's only that Sunday and Monday. So we'll be out there with a pre-party on Saturday. But yeah, it's going to be a great time, man. We're going to do Jello shots. I don't want to tell the story again. We'll save it for the next time around. Let's go ahead and get into the new song, man. You have got a brand new song available on streaming platforms right now. And it's going to be played all weekend long here kind of exclusively on UvaldeRadio.net called One More Day. And this is a good one, man. It's kind of a heartfelt, kind of, I don't want to say tearjerker, but it's definitely kind of a heartstring puller. Go ahead and give us all the information you can about One More Day.
Yeah, so this is a song. My sister, we lost her not too long back, but she loved this song. I remember the first recording of this song was done where I was playing it on a patio at my grandparents' house, and she was recording it, and it's just a blob that's standing up there with a guitar that's a blob as well. Like that, it's so bad, the recording. But you could hear them, everything came through great with the sound. So, I guess iPhones got that going for them at the time. But, yeah, she loved the song, and I was like, okay, well, at one point we're going to have to get this thing recorded. And we adjusted the music just a little bit, and the whole idea behind it is, everybody goes through life, and they're just pushing and running and gunning and trying to get that next step up and trying to make a better life for their family, and they're trying to, especially in the guy's case, and nothing against the ladies, but I just know it from a man's perspective, is you're always trying to provide for your family. And sometimes you start to think, man, everything's just going by so fast. Do I have enough time to do what I'm trying to do? And then, you get to being about my age now, and you start looking back and you're like, everything was done, it was done right. My family is doing the things that they saw me doing, and they're doing the good things they saw me doing, not the nonsense. So that's the idea behind the song. It's just, your family, you're raising them, and you're providing for them, and then you look back on it, and it was done right.
A lot of country music has a lot of regret and lost love and those types of themes. This is kind of refreshing in a sense that it's got kind of a sense of satisfaction or, at least acceptance. Is that something different thematically for you?
Yeah, I tend to try to write a little bit happier. But for this next album that's coming out this year, we looked at it. We've got a lot of sad songs coming out. So
it's country music, man. It's all right. Can't have enough sad songs.
Jamie was actually, we were trying to figure out when we were going to release which song, because we're releasing a song every month to streaming, and we were like, all right, we got a bunch of sad songs here. How are we going to space these out? Because we can't just have, we can't make everybody want to just check out.
Right. For sure.
So we had to mix in some of the happier ones in there, but yeah, you're gonna get to hear some more positive stuff, some fun tongue-in-cheek stuff that's coming out this year. We're having a lot of fun with the writing, and my producer's he's really happy with some of the stuff we're bringing in. So we're trying to make sure we have space to put it all in there. Otherwise, we might have to do back-to-back albums, 12 songs.
Well, right now we're excited about the brand new single again, Chuck Wimer, One More Day. We're going to get it on here in just a minute. What's the plans for Chuck Wimer, since this is our first interview of 2023? Give us the, I guess, the rundown of what we can expect for you this year.
Yeah, it looks like Jamie's got us booked a lot of band shows over the next couple of months here. If you go over to the website, you'll be able to find out if I'm going to be in your location, and if I'm not, you can always send us a message. We have the option for you to send messages to us through there, and let us know where you want us, and we'll see about getting out to those spots. But we're releasing a new song to streaming every month. This one is the first one that's going to radio. It drops on the 23rd. So for everybody who's listening, make sure you call Robert and tell him, hey, play the song again. I don't care if you played it 5 minutes ago, play it again.
Now for those who've never seen you live, go ahead and explain to me you've got your solo stuff, you got duo, maybe group. How does the live performances look? And for those maybe you're trying to sell, hey man, come see me live for the first time. What would you say? What would you guys say the Chuck Wimer solo or band experience is like?
So the band experience is going to be a lot more energy. We're going to have a lot of fun up on the stage. It's 4 guys, me, my drummer, my lead guitar player, and my bass. And then we're going to have fun. We're going to be up there. You're going to see us dance like fools, because none of us knows how to really dance very well.
Right.
And we're no Chad Cook band when it comes to the choreography, but we have fun.
Those guys. They're like the boy band of Texas country. Come on, let's admit it. And when I see Chad Cook band, I want to go, bye, bye, bye. You heard it here. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead, brother.
The solo stuff, you're going to get a little bit more conversation from me. I'm going to talk to you a little bit, but for the most part, on either of those shows, we try and keep the music going. We don't sit. We know we have a set. We're not going to sit there and try and figure out what it is we're going to play. We're going to keep the music going for you. You come out, you're going to dance, you're going to have a good time. You're going to dance, you're going to sweat, you're going to get thirsty, you're going to drink, and that's going to keep the venues happy for us.
Well, man, we're excited to have you back in Uvalde sometime soon. And I think we got you at our kickoff for Friday Night Live coming up in, mid-March, I'm thinking?
I believe that's accurate. It's going to be March 10th. We're going to be out at Broadway 830.
Yeah. So we always take a break in the wintertime for Friday Night Live at Broadway. Broadway 830 just got the redesign, reopened last week, and we're going to have you kicking off Friday Night Live again, Friday, March 10th. Chuck Wimer. So here in Uvalde, make plans to see that one and catch him on the road if you can. Otherwise, Chuck, thank you so much for your time. Let's go and get into the new song. Again, find the website chuckwimermusic.com, and here's the new single called One More Day. Thank you, Chuck. We appreciate you, brother.
Thanks, Robert. Always good to talk to you.
I miss that old dirt road, driving way too fast, kicking up that dust on my way back home. Wish those times could last. I miss coming home when the day was done, Mama in the kitchen cooking dinner. Can I bring someone? Sitting on the back porch watching the sun go down, back before city living in my hometown. And times are changing way too fast. I keep on living, watching my life blow past, raising a family, and then I'm on my knees to pray. Thank God for giving me one more day. I've got a loving wife and 3 great kids, not a worry in the world to trouble my mind with. I got a steady job and I got my help. Still talk to Mom and Daddy, I'm glad they're doing well. Ain't nothing like looking back to remind me how I've changed. Standing in the here and now, I can see how much I've gained. And times are changing way too fast. I keep on living, watching my life blow past, raising a family, and then I'm on my knees to pray. I thank God for giving me one more day. I can't go back and fix the mistakes I've made, though sometimes I wish I could. All I know is that I wouldn't trade a single day and take a chance on missing a life this good. And times are changing, I've lit off that gas. I've done my living, I've learned from my past. I've raised my family and I taught them how to pray. Thank God for giving them one more day. Oh, thank God for giving them one more day. I thank God for one more day.